What's up guys, Infected Xenon here, coming at you guys with a discussion video. I never make discussion videos, so you gotta tell me if it's good or bad. It's already bad, so you can just leave that in the comments below before we start. So today I'm gonna be talking, as you can tell by the title of this video, is Raigeki a staple of this format? Now, as soon as I saw Raigeki on the ban list, me and my friend fangirled. I was like, yo, Raigeki's off the ban list. He's like, Raigeki the card? No, he's like, Raigeki breaks on 1. I'm like, no, Raigeki the card, bro. And I was so happy. I was like, God, it's like Dark Hole, but you don't kill yourself, and it's awesome because, you know, killing yourself is bad. Suicide is really bad. There's a suicide prevention hotline card number down below. I don't even know. I'm probably not going to put that. But yeah, Raigeki reads destroy monsters your opponent controls. Like, you know how free that is? Like, they set armor, and, you know, armor's irrelevant, but you still fucking destroy that shit. You know, I remember getting Dark Hole all the time turn 1 when I was playing Gyurgias, and I was like salty, but now you can like have a board and you can still Raigeki. And I was like, yo, like, what? How is this card not a staple? It's Dark Hole, but you don't kill yourself. Like, I just thought that reasoning was great. If anything, it's a 1-for-1 removal. Of course, unless they have Winda, but then you can have Breakthrough Skull in your graveyard or something like that, and then it does destroy that. And you know, the more I thought about it, the more I talked with other people, is Raigeki a good card? I realized it wasn't a staple of this format, and I was really sad. But I'm still going to play it at 1 because I like playing random crappy text that people don't like running, and then they run into it and then they fucking are super salty about it. An example, Mirror Force. I love running Mirror Force because a lot of people, well, I don't play Mirror Force now because Shaddolls is a thing, but before, when Mirror Force was considered a bad card, I always ran it because people are like, damn, he's, you know, pretty good at this. He's not great at this game, but he's, you know, decent at this game. He knows what he's doing. He's not playing Mirror Force. Mirror Force is a bad card. Then they have like 4 monsters on board and I activate Mirror Force, and then the Salt Train comes in. They're like, damn, who plays that card? You're bad. And then I'm like, you're bad. You're lost to a baddie. Therefore, you are a baddie. But that's not the point of this video. Now, Raigeki is not a staple of this format because the more I looked into it, Raigeki was good, as DEC Silent Enigma said, when cards didn't do anything when they died. Or if they did, like, they were like battle monsters. You feel me? Like Mystic Tomato and shit like that. And I said Tomato like that on purpose. Now we have decks like Burning Abyss. Burning Abyss, I have Dante with attachment of a Sir, like a Scarm face down. You Raigeki, sweet. Sir will bring back the Dante, Dante will get back the Sir, Scarm end phase will search a tour guide. So you use 1 card. I lost 1 card on board, but I added a card to my hand and I search a card at the end phase. So I technically went +1 off your Raigeki. Thanks. And I still have a 2500 booty on the board. You should all, you Raigeki Shaddolls? Sure. I'll pop your back row, I special summon Falco back, I'll draw 1 card. If it's a win, it doesn't even die, so that's great. Thanks, I guess. Yang Zings, I have 3 face downs with a supply squad. You Raigeki thinking you can OTK, alright. They all die, bring back 3 more monsters, draw 1 card. Thanks, I guess. The only deck it is somewhat good against is Satella Knights, and that's hoping that they don't have the alpha, which they always have the alpha. But, you know, if they don't have the alpha, sure, it's great. That's why it's a side deck card, in my opinion. In my opinion, it should be a staple in the side deck. If you're playing versus Satella Knights or Rogue, this card shits on Rogue. I mean, it really does. But going into an event, you shouldn't be like, oh, I'm going to play 8 rounds of Rogue, 1 round of meta, so I should just main deck this. No, you got to be like, yo, I'm playing meta. I said that weird. I'm playing meta, so you kind of got to play, you know, cards that are going to be good versus the meta rather than cards that are good versus Rogue. So this is definitely a side deck. Like this versus Fire Fist versus Gyurgia versus a lot of other decks. It's just a blowout. It really is. There's no other way. This card like can wipe out 2-3 monsters and it's great. But versus, again, like versus the big top 5 decks of this format, it just doesn't do anything to 3 of them. And I don't really know what the other 5th. I'm talking about Yang Zings. I'm talking about Duelist Alliance decks. How about that? It's pretty good versus Barryman as well if they can OTK you and you just Raigeki their entire board and they cry. It's pretty good versus Sylvan, stuff like that. But it's like, again, it's phenomenal. Like versus Rogue, Raigeki's like, what's good? And versus the 3 decks I mentioned, which make up a huge percentage of the meta, mind you. Shaddolls and BA is probably like 75% of the meta right now. And then there's just the people who want to play Satellas because, you know, they're a control play or whatever. I don't know. Then Raigeki's like, wow, this is nutty. But versus the decks I mentioned, it's ass. It's really just bad. Yeah, you can technically, it's not terrible per se. Like if they have Mathematician on board or a non-Burning Abyss card on board, Raigeki's good. But like, what are the chances of that? That's like 1 out of 100 duels, and you're gonna play a card because 1 out of 100 duels is good. Versus versus Shaddolls is just outright terrible. Like there's no way. Like unless they have like Scrap Dragon, BLS, Chaos Sorcerer on board, which with no Shaddolls, and then you're like a Raigeki. Alright. Free, but if the chances of that happening again are like so slim that it just might as well not even play the card. But you guys tell me what you think. Again, I'm playing Raigeki most likely in my main deck just because I like trolling people. If I went to an actual ARG event though, I probably would not main deck Raigeki. I would put that shit in my side deck faster than you can imagine. And also, Raigeki doesn't do much to Cliff Forts because you're Raigeki and it goes to their extra deck. So you'd have to OTK them during the turn you activate Raigeki. Because then next turn they just activate Pendulum Summoning and Pendulum Summon them all back. Just saying. So, putting that out there. But you let me know if you guys are going to play Raigeki or if it's a bad card or if it's a good card. Let me know in the comments. We can have a discussion. No need to, you know, be hard-headed and say that your point is right. I'm open to your ideas. Maybe Raigeki is phenomenal and I'm just not seeing it. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Infected Zenon and I'm out. Peace.